Good morning, good Monday morning, YouTube. Thank you for everyone that's been following along and listening to my random rambles of Philip Wilkerson. We got that W yesterday, so hail to the Redskins. So today is especially good Monday. Um, I think I just want to kind of start off. Yesterday, I posted a Facebook status saying that I was interested in maybe doing a podcast, a podcast, focusing maybe on positivity. And I opened it up for suggestions and if anyone would listen, and I got some feedback. Um, and I'm still, thinking about doing that and investigating how the process to do a podcast and just doing some research. Usually when I try to do new things, I just try to at least get some information about how to go about it first, and then try to make a real action plan on if I can do it or not, or how I'd be able to accomplish such things. I like to set goals for myself. And yesterday was kind of actually very appropriate. My friend Sam Nang, who's has a really good YouTube channel, which I'll leave in the comments how to follow his YouTube channel. He suggested a podcast by one of his friends, Dean Bakari, I believe, The Meaningful Life. And coincidentally, the first episode that I listened to was actually right along with what I was trying to think about, doing new things and change. And so the podcast was about how he broke down change into three different phases, I believe, which were emotional, logical, and situational. Um, so I guess when you say logical, we're talking about setting a plan. Actually, if you have new ideas or things you want to do, make a plan, write out a list of what you need to do, gather information, um, think of, step-by-step procedures on how to do that. The emotional was about how do you, stay motivated, self-talk, uh, making sure that it's kind of like also along with action, emotional and action, just making sure that when you're going through the plan that you're, adjusting as needed, being flexible, but staying motivated, not self-sabotaging yourself, uh, setting up little things to keep you going motivated. And then situational is, are you putting yourself or aligning yourself in the right situation to get your plan done? Like, along with not self-sabotaging, like let's say for instance, if I want to do a blog post or a podcast, I research on how to do the podcast, what devices I need, what software I need. Action, I gather information, and then while I'm doing it, I set I'll try to do a blog post, podcast post at least once a week, and then following through with that, and then situational, like do I have the time set up? Do I have like a space set up so that when I'm doing this action, I actually get it done? So I think Dean Bakari's podcast really spoke to me. It was really good. So he's got a new subscriber in me, and that's a really um, motivational and interesting podcast. And also shout out to Sam Nang. Also follow him. He's one of my good friends, and he keeps me motivated. And so, lastly, I think that that's something I want to explore. So I'm open to suggestions. Please leave comments of podcasts that you listen to. Continue to listen to some and try to be inspired. Maybe read a little bit more before I decide whether to do one or not. If I have something really worth saying or talking about on a podcast. And then I also want to leave this video with a big thing about asking questions and learning from other people is just finding people that motivate you in your small circle. I'm lucky enough to have a really good circle of people around me, whether I don't see them, I necessarily don't even have to see them all the time to know that they give me support. And so I'm just going to kind of shout out those people and some things that how they motivate me. Um, One is my boy Sam Nang, who I said earlier has a really good YouTube channel. He does cooking with beast mode, and he does a vlog about his training, and that's pretty cool. Another good inspiration for me recently, or always, is my friend Sam Hardman. He's a business owner of CrossFit Annandale, um, and he's a real estate agent. So I always find out how he can merge those two businesses and be successful. He's a good inspiration to me. My coach, Chris Riley at Dallas Strength and Conditioning. Um, he's always in Dallas, but he's always giving me support and structure for my lifting. So I really appreciate that. Uh, uh, my boy Dennis Arnold, he's another YouTube guy. I follow him. He's always giving me those comments, but I follow him, and watch his training. He's very, very strong. He's super strong, and so he's someone that motivates me. And so obviously, while I'm not lifting right now, I know that I can come back from injury and take my time and be as strong as him. My boy Kevin Ma, he has a podcast called the Panda Watch podcast. It's on YouTube. He posts the videos on YouTube. I enjoy listening to him and his friend Steven when they do their podcast, and he's kind of an inspiration on this new venture that I'm thinking about doing. And I use his podcast as an inspiration. And there's many more. So I think I'm going to leave most videos with just a little bit of people that inspire me, just to give them a little bit of shout out, and then leave whatever their median or social media, or what, not their Facebook, but their other ventures. I'll leave them in the comments so that you can follow them as well, and learn some things from them. They're really good people. So thank you for listening. I went a little bit over this time, but I appreciate it. Happy Monday. Hail to the Redskins. Hopefully we get that W when we go to England as well. All right, thank you.